Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dede Komaria. Here I'm going to analyze a journal article of linguistics. The title is An Analysis of Imperative Sentence in Uang Panai Movie. The authors are M. Fajri Hidayatullah and Dedi Rahman Nur from Journal Linguistics. Research background. Researchers think that this research is interesting to study, since it is known that most of the aspects in our life using English terminology. Moreover, imperative sentence is one of the discussion in the grammar field. When the students or the people study English as a foreign language, they will know the imperative sentence, utilized for what sentence and what else the marker of the sentence. As Indonesian people who the majority using Bugis language in their daily life, it's also important to study that. One of the purposes of the researchers conducting the research is to find out the several kinds of imperative sentence in English language from the dialogue of Pantai movie. In addition, this research is also to find out the similarities between imperative sentence in English and imperative sentence in Bugis language. Other purpose is to find out the differences of the use between the word ki and ko as the imperative sentence in Bugis language. Furthermore, this research is explained as several kinds of imperative sentence both in English and Bugis language. Next is the theory. There are several theories that being used by the researchers to support their finding. The first theory comes from Northwest 2019, which states the theory of a sentence in general and the types of imperative sentence. The second theory comes from Karepuan 2013, that states about the function of imperative sentence. The next theory is from Muhtamar 2005, said about the distribution of using Bugis language based on the territory of South Sulawesi. The next theory is from Hanan 2015, state about the distinction of Makassar dialect used by people in South Sulawesi and West Sulawesi. The next theory is from Mantasi 2017. She said about the three functions of imperative sentence. She also stated about the differences of the function from the word ki and ko as imperative sentence in Bugis language. The next theory is from Jackson 2002, that states about imperative sentence as prohibition. Hornby 1976 explained about positive imperative sentence. Frank 1972 also explained about positive imperative sentence. Eichenwald and Draman 2014 explain about negative imperative sentence. Draman 1972 explain about negative imperative sentence, and Hall 1992 also explain about negative imperative sentence.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me to introduce myself. My name is Desi Pramelinia, and here I want to explain about the research methodology of an imperative sentence in Uang Panai short movie. Okay, for research methodology, the first there is type of the research. The research use qualitative approach. The writer use this type of the research because, in their point of view, the best type of their research by using qualitative data analysis. The research, they use qualitative data analysis because this approach is the most appropriate to use in research with unidentified variables. In addition, the qualitative data analysis is suitable with the research. The qualitative involves an imperative, naturalistic approach to the subject problem. In this case, the qualitative approach used to explore imperative sentence that used by Bugis people in Uang Panai movie. Jadi, dalam penelitian tersebut, peneliti ini menggunakan pendekatan metode kualitatif dikarenakan menurut mereka metode kualitatif ini adalah metode yang paling tepat digunakan untuk penelitian mereka yang bertujuan untuk mengeksplor imperative sentence yang digunakan oleh masyarakat Bugis dalam film Uang Panai. Okay, the second is object and subject of the research. The object of this study was Uang Panai movie and the imperative sentence used by the characters in the movie. Jadi objek dari penelitian ini adalah film Uang Panai, berikut juga dengan imperative sentence atau kalimat perintah yang digunakan oleh karakter di dalam film tersebut. The reason why the researchers use this object is Uang Panai movie was originally made by Bugis people and the movie used Bugis language in the whole film. Jadi kenapa para peneliti menggunakan film Uang Panai ini sebagai objek? Ya dikarenakan karena film Uang Panai ini dibuat dengan menggunakan bahasa Bugis. Jadi tentu saja film ini sangat cocok untuk digali kalimat imperatif dalam bahasa Bugisnya. In addition, the focus of this object study takes Bugis imperative sentence as the examined object. The researcher consider this film sufficient to help collect the data needed in their research. The subject of the research is the character in Uang Panai movie. The reason is because the characters are native Bugis language that can help the researcher to observing and collect the data. The researchers are the young Bugis generation, so that they want to raise the Bugis language and introduce Bugis language to the world. For this reason, they choose this subject for their study. Nah, jadi subjek dalam penelitian ini adalah karakter yang ada di film Uang Panai. Nah, alasannya karena karakter yang ada dalam film Uang Panai ini merupakan orang dari suku Bugis asli, jadi mereka adalah natif dari Bugis language ini. Okay, next is technique of the collecting data. The researchers collect the data by using checklists as the research instruments. The data source is Uang Panai movie. In addition, the researchers get some language knowledge, especially about imperative sentence. It is an important point in the success of this study. Jadi peneliti ini dalam mengumpulkan data menggunakan checklist sebagai instrumen tes mereka. Okay, for the last is the technique of the data analysis. To analyze the data, the researchers collect the data first by preparing the script of Uang Panai movie, then construct the checklist of analyzing imperative sentence based on theories. After that, the researchers read and thoroughly the script and sort out the imperative sentence based on their types in the checklist prepared. Finally, the researchers make a database of imperative sentence found in Uang Panai movie for further analysis. Okay, just enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Tri Gustiningsih. I will explain to you about the result and finding and analysis of imperative sentence in Uang Panai movie. The result in this article is to know anything about imperative sentence in Bugis language that used in Uang Panai movie. Imperative sentence in Bugis are divided in two kinds. They are positive imperative sentence and negative imperative sentence. There are some function of the imperative sentence in English, such as imperative sentence as commands, imperative sentence as request, imperative sentence as an invitation, the imperative sentence as a suggestion, imperative sentence as advice, and imperative sentence as a warning. the positive imperative sentence, 97 found in this study, and negative imperative sentence, 30 found in this study. Imperative sentence of bookies that used in Uang Panai movie has some function. They are the imperative sentence as commands. 83 found in this study, the imperative sentence as request, 14 found in this study, the imperative sentence as prohibition, 30 found in this study. Nah, di sini saya akan hasil dari artikel ini, yaitu untuk mengetahui apa saja tentang kalimat perintah yang ada dalam bahasa Bugis yang digunakan dalam film Uang Panai. Nah, di sini kalimat imperatif dibagi menjadi dua macam, yaitu kalimat imperatif positif dan kalimat imperatif negatif. Ada beberapa fungsi kalimat imperatif dalam bahasa Inggris, seperti kalimat imperatif sebagai perintah, kemudian kalimat imperatif sebagai permintaan, kalimat imperatif sebagai ajakan, kalimat imperatif sebagai saran, kalimat imperatif sebagai nasihat, dan kalimat imperatif sebagai peringatan. Nah, dalam hasil dari artikel ini, kalimat perintah positif ditemukan 97 dan kalimat perintah negatif ditemukan 30. Kalimat imperatif bahasa Bugis yang digunakan dalam film Uang Panai ini memiliki beberapa fungsi, yaitu kalimat perintah yang ditemukan sampai 83, kemudian kalimat perintah sebagai permintaan ditemukan 14 kali, dan dalam penelitian ini kalimat perintah sebagai larangan ditemukan 30 kali dalam penelitian ini. And for the finding, they present their findings using qualitative data written in detail, complete with the name of the character, what skin, setting, of place and time, and the use of particles used. In Bugis language, the positive imperative sentence are featured with particle mi, mo, na, and also there are some markers that used in Bugis language, that is markers ko, ki, ka, ma. In the negative imperative sentence, also featured with markers ki and ko. In each extract, a conversation containing an imperative sentence is shown, and the purpose of the conversation is explained, and also explained about use markers in the dialogue. Nah, di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang findings. Di sini dalam artikel ini menggunakan atau mempresentasikan temuannya dengan menggunakan data kualitatif yang ditulis secara detail, lengkap dengan nama tokoh, adegan, kemudian setting tempat dan waktu, serta penggunaan partikel yang digunakan. Dalam bahasa Bugis, kalimat imperatif positif terdapat pada partikel mi, mo, na, dan juga ada beberapa penanda yang digunakan dalam bahasa Bugis, yaitu penanda ko, ki, ka, dan ma. Dalam kalimat imperatif negatif juga ditampilkan dengan penanda ki dan ko. Pada setiap ekstrak ditampilkan percakapan yang mengandung kalimat imperatif dan dijelaskan maksud dari percakapan tersebut. Kemudian juga dijelaskan pula tentang penggunaan penanda dalam dialog tersebut. Jadi sangat lengkap. Sekian dari penjelasan saya di sini. If I have any mistake, I'm so sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.